All right, today we're talking about these signs that you may have a $1 million invention idea.
Is this some kind of video trick? No! It's the miracle spray. One spray and doggy doo disappears. No fuss, no muss, no tools to clean, no robot arms. How do you work it? I don't know.
And we're gonna dive into 4 specifics and 4 literally essentials in today's market with paid ads and TikTok and all this craziness to really propel your idea and break through, with a viral product. So I think these are the 4 pillars that you need in every new invention idea, but really the ones that could do $1 million plus. And we're gonna dive into all that in this video. And make sure you stick around for the 4th, because I literally have not seen anyone online really dive into this topic. And I think it could save you a lot of time and effort and potentially make you up a lot of upside in the future. All right, guys, so number 1 is really having a prolific invention idea. And what does prolific really mean? Well, I saw a graphic a long time ago that really talked about the middle line being normal things and these outliers being kind of things that the public might think are a little crazy or a little odd, or not just a little, but maybe so outside of the realm of normal that they would actually consider them, right? And right in between those sections is what we call the prolific zone. And I think a prolific product, something that's just outside the norm, is really what breaks through in today's market. It's what gets the shares on social media. It's what gets people talking, it really gets that word of mouth going. And that's what's gonna propel your idea. You want an example of this? Well, think about Dave Asprey and Bulletproof Coffee, right? Putting butter in your coffee, that's just outside, right? Coffee is a mainstream thing. If Dave Asprey were to have launched just another coffee bean company, even a mold-free, toxin-free coffee bean company, I just don't think it would have done that crazy of numbers. But the way that he marketed it and the way that he made it prolific by adding butter to it, which isn't a crazy thing, right? It's not like telling the public, hey, you need to add anchovies or something outrageous to your coffee. But butter was just outside of the realm of normal, but not all the way to the outlier like an anchovy or something gross, right? It was just inside that prolific zone. And this is really a core component and really what blew him and a lot of other companies up by just hitting that zone perfectly. So that's number 1. All right, guys, the second component to really having a viral breakthrough product and invention idea is something that's easy to demonstrate on video.
Talking about pocket flan. Pocket flan. 3 simple steps, folks. Just flip it. Squeeze it. Squeeze it. And enjoy.
I can't tell you how important this is, because really, when you're starting to run ads, even when you're running, if you're trying to get the product licensed even, and you're going to companies and, sending them materials like sell sheets and video tutorials or walkthroughs, demonstrations, you need something that can cut through the noise and demonstrate an idea very, very quickly. And really in today's market, that's video, right? Our goal should be to literally create a product that's able to be demonstrated within 20 seconds at maximum on video. And the shorter you can demonstrate the value of the product on video, the better off you're gonna be, because everyone's attention spans are so short these days that condensing even a 20-minute, commercial, think of QVC and think of the ShamWow commercials and Billy Banks, I think.
3 more sets. 1, I want you to feel this. 3, 4.
So Billy Banks was actually Tybo, but Billy Mays was the guy who did OxyClean, fun fact. Or whoever did OxyClean, right?
Watch how OxyClean unleashes the power of oxygen.
Think of these quick snippet, easy to demonstrate tutorials. And now that's really just shifted from traditional media of television, etc., onto social media. So really being able to cut up a video that easily demonstrates the true value of your product and exactly what it does is literally what you need to break through. Because if you start putting any more paid ad spend behind it, or you want it to go viral, or you want people to share it, that's what it's going to need to really draw in a lot of attention. All right, guys, number 3 isn't as sexy, but it's really price point. So a lot of products these days, a lot of invention ideas can range from a couple dollars, right? Maybe a plastic sort of widget or a little metal widget or something small, all the way up to, let's say you have an idea, an invention for a new desk, right? That does all these kind of complicated things. And that may be a multi-$100, even $1,000 plus price point. Well, online acquisition cost is just being driven up higher and higher these days. So in order to have a competing product that you can actually run paid media to and to be able to market it, you need a price point that is above what I would say $30 or $40, because you need to account for that customer acquisition cost in paid spend. And customer acquisition cost is what you're going to pay to acquire a customer online. That's what's known as like your front end, right? Being able to be break even on the front end, and then, basically you're buying a customer for life, and hopefully they purchase more and more, which drives your margins up. But having that first price point be it something that really is competitive and actually allows your front end numbers to work. And we can go into this in more detail in another video, but that's super important. Now, it's okay if you have a low dollar item invention. For example, a lot of my hygiene products that I work on, toilet products in this case, are, let's say a $3 cost of goods. So it costs me about $3 to make them. Well, I'm selling those for $9.99. But I'm not running ads to just a $9.99 product, a $10 product. That wouldn't make any sense. I'm bundling multiple together, and my lowest price point for a bundle would probably be about $39.99. So that's how I'm acquiring or adding the customer acquisition cost into that overall model that would make paid advertising a lot more profitable, or at least break even in the long term. All right, guys, so we've talked about your idea being prolific. We've talked about the invention being easy to demonstrate on video, and we've talked about the price point of your product and how to bundle them properly to make a front end e-commerce offer really work. And now we're going to talk about number 4. And number 4 is your buyer persona being female. Now, I'm not saying that guys don't buy stuff, but guys really buy, in my experience, like cars and maybe the occasional hat, like a melon hat or one of these new brands, Viore. But guys, I really think your invention idea should be geared towards women. And all my experience in digital marketing and every success I've had online has been in running advertising to a female avatar. Women just buy stuff online. That impulsive purchase is a lot more often, or really just primarily, made by women online. Like I said, guys are very difficult, not necessarily to market to. You can get guys in front of ads or ads in front of men, but that's not going to be your buyer that can really drive this thing home, guys. So if you think about I challenge you, think about a brand that's marketing online that does not have a ton of venture capital and started just a product that maybe they started running ads to. They're not taking on a bunch of outside investment like all these clothing brands. But think of a brand that has gone pretty big in the last few years that was really selling to a male-only avatar. And I would challenge you, if you can point one out, drop it in the comments below. It'd be really interesting to discuss it. But I think if you make your buyer avatar, if you really target women in all of your market messaging, all of your product branding and messaging, color palette, all that stuff, I really think it's going to save you a lot of headache in the long term, because you're going to actually be able to have some success on paid media. So with all that being said, those are the 4 keys to having a product that could literally do a ton of virality, be shared all across the internet, and you can have a lot of success with. So I hope that helps. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, drop a like and subscribe to the channel if you want more invention help. And if you just want to take your ideas and maybe make a little bit of money off them. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you.